my channel. So in this video we are going to be doing a how to highlight and contour video. I wanted this to be something that was strictly drugstore, so that way when you guys, watch this video, you could use whatever you had at home, or if you wanted to or needed to go out and buy it, you would be able to find it and it be at a reasonable price. So I know some of the products that us women of color have to use are a little bit more expensive, or can be a little bit more expensive at times. So I just wanted to use some stuff that I have personally found that works for me and my skin tone. I have about a MAC NC50 if you guys need like a reference shade that has worked for my skin tone. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I also wanted to mention that by no means at all is this video a how-to. I'm going to label it a how-to so that way more people can view it, but this is something that you can take, just take bits and pieces of what you like from this video, and what you don't like, don't use. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will not be doing a tutorial in this video, but I will have one that's very, very, very similar to this look down in the description box. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye! Alright, hi you guys. So we are going to be doing my drugstore highlighting contouring routine. I pretty much wanted to do a highlighting, kind of a how-to, but not really a how-to, because how I do my highlighting contouring doesn't necessarily have to be the way you do your highlighting contouring. So just take this as a guide video, kind of. You can take what you like out of this video and use it on your own. But I wanted this to be a talk-through video just so that way I can explain it a little bit further. And when I did my graduation talk-through video, you guys seemed to like that, and you said that you like the talk-through videos. So once again, I just want this to be something that you can sit down at your desk, or have your tablet or your laptop or computer or whatever you have, and just be able to do what I'm doing with me. So I just want it to be kind of like a friend to friend type of thing. So the first thing I'm going to do is prime my skin, and I am using my Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. This is something you can get pretty much anywhere. CVS, Walmart, Walgreens, Target, Kmart, anywhere that sells Maybelline, which is probably pretty much everywhere. Ulta also. So I'm just going to squeeze this onto my finger and work this pretty much just into my pore area. And then I like to spread it all along the rest of my face, just so my foundation isn't going directly on my skin, and so that it has a thin layer / barrier to protect your skin from the foundations and everything that's in the foundation. I like to think of a primer as a condom. It protects you from, diseases and anything else, and pregnancy and everything else. So I like to think of my skin primers as a condom. So if that works for you, then make sure you always glove up, girl. Always prime your skin. So for foundation, I'm going to use one of my favorite drugstore foundations, and that is the Maybelline SuperStay Better Skin Transforming Foundation. And this is also something you can get pretty much wherever they sell Maybelline, and I am using the shade Coconut. Now it is a little bit warm on my skin, and of course with all my lights and everything else going on, it's going to appear very warm / orange or red on camera, but trust and believe it looks pretty good on my skin. So I'm just going to pump up a couple pumps, and this is a new bottle, so I'm going to, it came right out. So I'm just going to pump a couple pumps. I used to use a lot more foundation than I do now when my skin was a lot worse, but now I try not to use as much, but still get that full coverage, because this is a pretty full coverage foundation. And I'm going to blend that out with a damp beauty blender. If you have the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion sponge, that'll work too. I personally don't like that sponge just because it's just not this beauty blender. But if that's what you have and that's what you can afford, because this is a $20 sponge, if you cannot afford this, then go with something that is maybe from Walgreens or Walmart, or any type of sponge, or use your makeup brush if you have it. And another really good thing about this foundation is it lasts pretty much all day, and it's pretty matte. It's not a very drying foundation, but it's also not very hydrating, so it stays on and doesn't transfer or anything like that, and it stays matte, which I like. After that, I'm going to go in and highlight the high points of my face, which is down my nose, underneath of my eye. I like to do my chin and also my cupid's bow, or I'll carry what I bring underneath of my eyes onto my cupid's bow, and also the center of my face. So if you're looking at me right now, you can kind of see on the camera that it's kind of highlighting this, and right here, just naturally. It just naturally highlights those features, because those features are kind of more prominent. So that's with, lights and everything like that. But if you go outside, it'll be the same way. Or if you take a picture, that's usually where you know, it's highlighting your face. So that is where I am going to apply the concealer. If you don't like to go all out like I'm kind of going to be doing, then you don't have to. Most women just like to carry it under their eyes and just bring the rest on their nose and chin and just call it a day. And that, by all means, is fine, especially for an everyday occurrence. But of course, if you like the drama, like me, or you're going out and you want to do something a little bit extra, this is going to be perfect. So I'm going to be using my Ruby Kiss Pure Mineral Concealer. It's a high definition and smart blend concealer, and I'm using the shade Warm Honey. You can find this at Walmart. I found this at both of my Walmarts. They start to sell Ruby Kisses there, and also at your local beauty supply stores. They also sell them, well, at least where I live, and I live in a relatively small town, but they also sell them there. So I really like this concealer. I remember buying it because it was like $3 or $4 or something like that, and using it and just being like, oh my god, yes. So as you can see, it has a wand, and it's a pretty long wand, which I like. And I'm just gonna take that underneath of my eyes. And I also have an in-depth, well, I will be having, I don't know when this video will go up or if the next one will go up before that, but I will be having an in-depth how I highlight and contour like my nose and stuff like that. But I do like to take my concealer up the side of my nose just to give it a smaller appearance. Now that is something that you don't have to do, and it's a little bit more advanced, but it just naturally slims up the nose a little bit more than what it is. So once again, going back in with my beauty blender and just blending this all out. I also like to go back in with the butt of the beauty blender that I use to blend out my foundation and just go around those edges just to make sure they don't look too harsh, because they can. And I usually like to bake, but for this purpose or this video, because I am using a white kind of setting powder, I'm not going to really bake, but I will press it into my skin with my beauty blender and then brush it away a little bit. I'm going to be using my Airspun loose face powder today, and this is in the shade Translucent Extra Coverage. And this I got at Walgreens, I think. No, I got mine at Walmart for $5, but I know they sell it at Walgreens for $7. So you can find it at either of those places. And this has a scent, so if your skin is sensitive or you can't really handle perfume scents, this smells like my grandma's perfume. It smells like white diamonds or something like that. So if you can't handle that scent, then this will not be the setting powder for you. But Maybelline does have a kind of translucent setting powder as well. You guys know, if you watch my channel, my ride or die, tried and true, is my Sacha Buttercup setting powder, because it's the best for like women of color, and you know, it's flash friendly and all of that other type of stuff. So that is what I really like to use. But since this is a drugstore video, I went ahead and used this. So I'm just going to go back under my eye and just make sure that's all blended out, because your girl is creasing my crease under here. And I'm just going to take the tiniest bit and just push that all into my skin under there. And I'm mainly focusing this right underneath of my eye, because that's where I crease the most. But I will drag it along the side of my nose as well. And then, of course, down the bridge of my nose. And I do like to kind of bake down the bridge of my nose, because my nose is the first place that gets really oily. Okay, and to contour, I'm going to be using my Ruby Kiss Mineral Powder. This is in the shade Ebony, and this is a, I think this is one of their like pressed powders, but I like to use it to contour because it's pretty deep and pretty dark. So I am going to use this to contour the perimeter of my face, and this you can also find at Walmart or your local beauty supply store, because this is the same brand as a concealer. So I'm going to use a Sigma F05 small contouring brush. Pretty powdery, so I like to top off the excess, and I'm just going to take that right from the top of my ear. I can pretty much pinpoint where I'm going to take it, but from the top of my ear down towards the corner of my mouth. Of course, you don't want to take it too far down on your mouth, but I just like to start up there and then just blend it down and let it kind of run its little course and just blend it out. And y'all know I gotta contour this forehead to slim that up a little bit. Of course, it's not necessary to contour your forehead if you're going to be wearing a bang or you're going to have your hair covering your forehead or anything like that. It is definitely not necessary, but I like to always contour my forehead. And I'm also going to contour my nose, which, like I mentioned earlier, I will have an in-depth video on that, but I'm going to use a Sigma E39 Buff and Blend brush and just take the tiniest bit and tap off the excess and just from where I applied that concealer up the side of my nose, I'm just going to take it right above there. And just create a very, very narrow bridge. And I'm going to go in with a little bit of blush. I'm using the Milani Baked Blush in Rose d'Oro. It's just one of my favorite pinky kind of colors, coral colors. I'm going to use that with a Sigma Dual Fiber brush, F15. And the reason I like to apply my blush with a dual fiber brush is so it goes on a little bit sheer, but it still goes on pigmented, and for when I apply my highlighter, it'll help blend it out. And then for highlight, I'm going to use my City Color Highlight Trio, and this doesn't have a name, like a color name or anything, but I think I'm going to use this one right here. This is the one I always like to use. It's more like a golden, whereas this one's kind of like more like a rose, and this one's kind of like, I don't know, a mixture. So I'm going to use my Nikki Garrett F15 brush, and this comes out of a trio, but I really like to use this brush with this highlighting powder. Pretty pigmented. So just going to apply it right onto the top of my cheekbone. It kind of gives me like a wet glow look. And don't mind these bumps right here. I'm still going to highlight, but got a little bit of texture right there, which I don't even know where it came from. Cupid's bow just to accentuate that. And I also like to do right above the forehead. I know some people who watch my channel don't understand and don't like that I do it. I personally don't care, but I always take you guys' opinions into consideration. The reason I like to do it is so that when I turn my head, the light kind of naturally catches right here above where my brow is. So I just like to accentuate it a little bit more, which someone said it makes me look like I have devil horns. I do, let's be honest, but I don't know, I just really like to do that. So that is why I personally choose to highlight right there. And of course, this is just something that, you know, you can take what you like and take what you don't like. Like some people don't like doing the Cupid's bow because it makes them look like they have a glitter mustache or whatever it may be. Take what you like and don't take what you don't like. But I'm also doing down the bridge of my nose just to accentuate the narrow bridge again. And that's pretty much it. I look like a wet, bronzy goddess or something. And then I just go back in with the brush and blend it out. I forgot to spray my face with my Mario Bedescu's facial spray. You can get this at Ulta for $7 for this big old bottle. I used to buy the small one that was like half the size for like $5. Found this and decided to go with this, so I'm just going to spray it. And this is not like a setting spray, it's more like a facial spray. So it has aloe, herbs, and rose water, so it's kind of gonna like mist your face a little bit and kind of like, I think that it just kind of makes like the powdery look kind of go away, but it's not gonna lock your foundation in place and make it, it's just a refresher spray, you know what I mean? It's kind of like the MAC Fix Plus spray, but a lot cheaper. So anyways, like I was saying, by no means is this video telling you how you can or cannot do your makeup, or how you should or should not do your makeup. I did not say any of that at all in this video. I just was stating how I personally do my makeup. So if you are a person that is looking for a little bit of tips and tricks and things like that, then this video will be for you. But if you are more of a not an amateur, more like, you know, a little more high advanced in your makeup doing, then by all means just, you know, don't watch this video, or take what you like and don't take what you don't like. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't too long because I'm hitting the 20 mark right now. I'm going to finish my face and do a couple of other videos that I need to do. If you would like to see a makeup tutorial on this look, I will have it linked down below on something that I've done before, but it's not exactly the same look because I'm going to do like a pop of teal on the bottom. But I'm not going to be filming this look, just letting you guys know, because it is something very similar. So I love you all so much. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. And also, if you made it all the way through this video, comment highlighting contours for suckers. Comment that down below so I know that you finished this video, and everyone else will be super confused about what we're talking about because they didn't finish the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!